All right, my second ride on the new Fatback Skookum. Today I'm going to be working on skinnies. We've got a few log rides. I've been trying to link up like one log to the next, trying to link up pivot turns. And so that's what I'm going to be practicing today. I'm just going to record for my own sake, and then hopefully you guys can learn a little something too along the way. Let's get into it. Well, our new trail starts with this little log ride. Eventually I'm going to go back and saw off the top of it to make it a little flatter, so a little easier to ride. Right now it's pretty thin, and if you get off course, you fall off. And from there, I want to pop up to this guy. That's a tricky one, that little transfer. Okay, little warm-up run. A little too much speed on that. I don't need to be going that fast. I need to slow it down and breathe a little. One thing I notice when I do log rides is if I'm breathing heavy or if I'm tense, I start going too fast. There we go. Start overthinking it. Nice and slow. Yeah, it looks better. Sometimes a little momentum's helpful, but too much, and then you're rushing into the obstacle. Oh, okay. Need to reposition a little bit. So my plan is to ride down here, get on this log right here, which is a little slippery, sketchy, hop to these, and then pivot turn and ride down that log. This guy started sliding, so I need to readjust that. You can see I spend a lot of time on my builds, you guys. Just a little bit less rocky. There you go. I don't need the world, but that'll work. So let's give it another go. I love that little double hop. It doesn't look like it in the video, but that's slightly downhill. And the way you pop up there, it really wants to send some speed into this little tricky little spot where it kind of zigzags. There's a line up the middle, but there's the spot. Okay, all right, made the turn. I felt good. Man, this bike is so insane. I am completely in love how easy it is to flick around compared to my old bike. And my old bike was great, man, but this is just different level. Precision. Let's do this. Pop, pop. Oh, it's getting easier every time. Practice, kids. There's no substitute for practice. Okay. It's a little rear tire slip. Let's go again. Here we go. That one felt right. Ah, so close. Get you, if your balance is a little off up here, to get your momentum going forward again. It's so tricky. That was almost it. I think I need to try to get through this little section more fluid instead of hopping. All right, that was closest yet. I guess what I love most about bikes is I've been riding bikes for 32 years, and I can still get out and kill an afternoon challenging myself, working on skills, learning new things. Cool. This is a tricky one. Got it? Yes. Oh my gosh. So stoked on that line. All right, so here's my trail. It continues on. You can see it's kind of like the kids zone here. It goes around, hits a berm. And then I've got this optional log ride. And this is an old ass decayed piece of wood. And probably only lasts me a season or two. Took my saw, tried to flatten it out a little bit. But as you watch this channel here, you'll see that I don't get overly glamorous with stuff. I don't mind it a little rough. That's why I ride fat tires. All right, so I'm gonna approach this one with a little bit of speed, but I kind of want to stall out at the top of this runway because I need to hop and position myself this way. There's two ways I can do that. I can either ride up, once I get to the top, hop, or I can ride up and use a little bit of front brakes and pivot my back tire. By hitting my front brakes and leaning my weight over the front, that picks the back end of the bike up. I find that when it's wet, I try to use my brakes less. It's no fun having your tires slip out. If you can hop and get yourself lined up, like, not it. Okay, that's the one. Little hop, get me lined up. Sweet. And this is the rest of my trail I've built so far. Still working on it. Super bumpy. And then it'll go into a big sweeping right in here. But you see all the debris I have to work with when I'm building. It's just so rocky. So many logs. Like that. All right, I'm super pumped on how that came out. That was one of the more technical log ride sections that I've ever done. Definitely want to go back in here, clean this up, maybe make some ladder bridges to smooth out the tranny so it can be ridden more consistently and maybe less likely of twisting my ankle when I fall off. But I just wanted to get some riding in, and I've been itching to hit this line. So stoked to hit it on camera, stoked you guys could watch it and be a part of the process of me learning and struggling, because none of this stuff comes easy. People like watch the videos and they just think it's like, oh, it's just easy and this guy just knows what he's doing, and I would fall and break my neck. I tell you what, man, there's a lot of time spent practicing, doing things over and over and over, starting on curbs, working up to logs. Like, it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. But I guarantee if you practice these things and you take time to work on your skills and not just ride, you'll be a way better rider and you'll like bikes so much more. So that's my challenge. You get out there and go practice and tag me. I'd love to see what you guys are up to. Love connecting with other people. I'm kind of up here in the woods. There's no other real riders around me in this area, so I'm kind of a lone wolf. So I enjoy feeding off your energy too. So if you're out there doing cool stuff, share your videos with me. Leave a link in the comments or whatever, and I'll follow you and follow each other, and yeah, get a little online community going here of people working on skills. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this. Until next time, this is Dan wishing you happy pedaling. We'll see you on the next one.